Yanni Galanakis with us here at the Mendola Show, Abington Heights, senior year. More success for you on the powerlifting circuit. Talk about your year.
So this year I think it was an alright year. I started off pretty hot, like my lifts were going, I think my total was up 150 pounds. Towards the end it kind of, tapered off. My back started to hurt a little bit and the lifts went down. But still, because it was my senior year and it's, lots of the weight divisions are junior and senior, I still had a pretty good year. I came first at the Parkland meets, nationals I didn't do so good, I came 13th, and then second at the states the last meet.
Congratulations on that. Let's talk about the future. What's up next for you?
Well, I'm going to the University of Pennsylvania, and I'll probably be powerlifting there too. It's going to take me a little bit because I need to get to a 1410 total to continue powerlifting there. But yeah, I think I'll continue for at least the next 4 years of college, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Let's talk a little bit about Claude Walken, what he meant to you. Just being a great mentor, a great person, and inspiring people.
He has been a great coach all this year. I've seen people like maybe 50 years old, 40 years old, and they're talking about when they went to high school, he was the powerlifting coach still then. He's really kind of just completely changed the game. He kind of brought Abington on the map, this small school when you compare us to like Parkland and all these other schools that have thousands of kids. And yet we win nationals and we win all kinds of other meets, and he just has really completely changed the game for us.
Let's talk about your family, how everybody's doing, and the support for you with the next step at school.
So my parents are obviously very excited where I'm going to school, and so is my brother and grandparents. But they're there basically every single meet. My parents, my mom and dad, and my little brother. Now he's powerlifting too. And then my grandparents have been at every single local meet. So I just feel like my support system has just been excellent. And I think I'm really lucky to have the family that I do.
Let's talk about your teammates. You got juniors, seniors, sophomores. But then, as Claude said, there's some 7th, 8th graders coming along and doing great stuff. And I'm sure you're the guy. They're looking at, a couple role models over there. Like, hey, I want to be like that guy.
Yeah, it definitely felt pretty good to be that type of guy this year, especially, my senior year. But I think we're going to have a great team, and I think our team's only going to get better. We have so many middle schoolers and, underclassmen, like freshmen and sophomores coming up, and they all really show great signs of potential. Like, I'm sure Claude was mentioning that one 6th grade girl. Yeah, she is 100% going to be a national champion, if not a world champion. We really have such great talent coming up.
For you, when you talk a little bit about powerlifting as a sport, you think you'll embrace the rest of your life? Like, just taught you a lot of life lessons?
It's definitely taught me a lot of life lessons. I've been super dedicated to it. It definitely takes a lot of dedication, through all the pain and struggle, and through all the happy moments, when you win meets and do well. But I'll definitely continue it through college, and we'll see from there, because it gets to a point where the weight gets so heavy that as I get older, I'm not really sure how much time I'll have to do it, but I'm definitely going to continue it for the near future.
All right, awesome to see you once again. So
Thank
happy
you.
for you, and all the best your way.
Thank you.